Listen to Dave.
Right. Okay, Dave.
Yeah, all the four players tee off, and then you play the best ball out of the four. And then when you get to the green, you play the best ball if it's near the green. So it's a good game, actually. It's better than you stand more of a chance because you get a good player hitting a real good ball and you play his ball then.
Right. But there's four of you playing.
Yeah, in a team.
It's a team effort.
Ah, right. I'm with you.
It's a team effort, yeah.
Sometimes you play in pairs, but it's a lot of fun.
It is, yeah. We there was 8 of us playing, so we played against 4 others, and there were like 3 amateurs and one decent player in our side, and there were 4 professionals in the other side and 1 amateur. But we did okay.
Right.
Particularly good if you're having a bad day at your long game or your short game or whatever. You still feel part of it.
I haven't played for about 5-6 years, and I did hit 1 or 2 decent shots, but I also duffed a few. Like any sport, you've got to keep playing it.
But it's the one sport, isn't it, Dave? You just need to hit that one shot, and it'll take you back to the next game.
Yeah, it's got me interested again, actually.
Yeah.
But with having the dog, we haven't really got time. I do 3 hours every morning, 3 hours a day with him now.
Yeah.
What's his swing like?
Okay.
I bet he's good at dog legs.
Yeah, dog legs, yeah.
Oh.
I'll show him you now, Ian. I'll just show him you now.
What, you're showing his birthday?
Yeah.
Can't
see it.
There he is.
Oh.
Hey, boys.
Fast asleep.
Luke.
He's fast asleep. Fast asleep.
There's my 2. They own the place, don't they, Dave?
Oh, no, yeah, he's really taking over.
Yeah.
There's only one place he doesn't go, and that's bedroom.
Well, yeah.
Right.
I'm showing him you.
Bit like yourself.
So I'm showing him you.
Right. Well,
my wife's just gone out, so it's guaranteed my dog will be on the bed.
Right, we'll carry on with Dave's news of the week.
News of the week.
Scotland beat Israel 3-2 with a late winner in Fergie time. Well, Sir Alex was there. A late penalty miss in the first half wasn't costly in the end when they were 2-1 down. They stay second in their group, 4 points clear of Israel, and travel to face the Faroe Islands tonight. Despite a howler by the Wales keeper to go 2-1 down to the Czech Republic, Wales managed a 2-2 draw and stayed level on points with the Czechs and their game in hand. Last night saw them have a narrow win in Estonia, but the Czech Republic also won in Belarus. So still level, but well behind Belgium, both of them, who are top of the group.
Yeah, Dave, that Scotland game, did anybody watch it?
Yeah.
The highlights.
I watched the second half of it, and it was really exciting. You don't normally say this about Scotland games, but it really was a good game to watch. When they got the second equaliser, Scotland, Israel went straight down the other end and should have gone back in the lead.
Yeah.
They had a great chance, and the guy headed it straight at the goalkeeper rather than to the net, and then Scotland kept pressing and pressing and pressing, and it was a really good watch. It was like watching football as we used to watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If Scotland have played Israel and the Pharaohs, who's in the same group, the Hittites and the Babylonians.
Mesopotamia United.
Yeah, the Picts.
A Mesopotamian pot, that's what they're playing for.
But Keith's right, that they seem to have Achilles' heel because didn't they?
Across the boundary there, Ian.
Yeah. That was unintentional. I'll rehearse it better. Didn't they go 2-1 down soon after they'd equalised?
Yes, they did. Yeah.
Troy.
In the Wales-Czech Republic game, a friend of mine, he texted me and he said, "Oh, Wales have got a Scottish goalkeeper playing for them tonight." I didn't understand what he meant for a moment, but I texted back and I said, "Yes, Gary Sprake, perhaps."
Aye. Careless hands.
Yeah.
Anfield. I was there for that.
Yeah, it was. You was there. You were actually there, was you?
Yeah, he threw it under his. He was trying to do an overthrow, and he just lost it. And he went underneath, and the cops started singing "Careless Hands." The mother nearly wet herself. He was still crying for shouting out for Roger Hunt in those days.
Yeah,
Good for her. Shout for a good one.
I think
Dave's fallen asleep.
Longest goal ever scored at Anfield?
There was.
Ian St. John's header from Hunt's Cross.
Yes.
Hunt's Cross.
Oh.
Hunt's Cross, if you didn't know, is a district of Liverpool.
It was my local station. I used to get from Salford University, walk back for about a mile back home. Hunt's Cross. It's in the posh area of Liverpool, Keith. Not where Peter
we
lived.
should rename this zone Mersey Beat, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
I think them two need to live in a room, don't they?
And just to explain, Trevor, both Peter and Ian are Scousers.
Oh dear. Can we do anything about it?
Hey, how did you know I was
English, though.
How did you know I was a Scouser?
Calm down, calm down. Calm down with you.
Just calm down.
Calm down.
More importantly, are you red or blue?
We're red.
Oh, red.
Do we look
Red.
blue? Do we look stupid? Do we look stupid?
Wash your mouth out.
You just sound it.
Well done, Dave.
Right. Okay. Right.
The Netherlands defeating Switzerland virtually ended their hopes of finishing second in the group, 6 points behind the Swiss now. In the Uefa Nations League third place match, Belgium hit the woodwork 3 times as they lost 2-1 to the European champions Italy. In the final itself, France came from a goal behind to beat Spain 2-1. Ronaldo scored his 112th international goal in Portugal's 3-0 friendly win over Qatar. I put that in because how many different countries has he now scored against?
I don't know, but I could score against Qatar.
Yeah. It must be a phenomenal amount.
Yeah.
It's dirty, Ronaldo.
That's a good question, that's actually, Dave.
46.
46.
46.
Scored against. Useless piece of information.
No, it's interesting.
Oh, it's good.
Reading the papers or something.
Yeah.
Might be a quiz question soon.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah,
Next
good
week
thinking.
for us.
Tennis. Emma Raducanu's first match since winning the US Open ended in a first round defeat, 6-2, 6-4 at the Indian Wells Masters. There was better news for Britain's men, with 2-1 wins for Dan Evans and Cameron Norrie to reach the third round. Norrie played his third round match last night and went through by 2-1 to set up a fourth round clash with Tommy Paul. Andy Murray plays his third round match tonight in the same competition. Rugby Union, there were wins for Exeter, Gloucester, Harlequins and Saracens, who at one stage were 14 points down against Newcastle. Came back to win. The Leicester Tigers maintained their 100% record with a victory over London Irish by 21 points to 16, while Northampton's 100% record came to an end after losing 26 points to 20 to Wasps. Of course, at Coventry's the old Coventry ground, isn't it? Rico Arena, whatever they call it these days.
That's right. It's the first result I always look for after Coventry. Well, after the game is to see that Wasps have lost, and unfortunately they didn't. But curiously enough, I look out of my window here, and I used to be able to see 3 sets of floodlights in the middle distance. One was the local Sudbury Sports Ground. Another was Wembley Football Club, and of course the other was Wasps, where they used to play just a mile from me in Wembley, just north of me here.
I used to play for Wasps very briefly. I'd just been posted to Northwood, Jonathan.
Did you?
I was making good sides in those days, and REFRU guy said, you gotta keep playing for a major club. So Liverpool, who's my home team, used to play Wasps' first game of the season. So when I was in London, I moved to Wasps, and I fell out with the bombastic wee Welsh coach there, Leighton Williams. He said, if you're going to play for us, boy, you have to train 3 times a week, and you do as I say when I say. You understand?
Came from Islamabad, did he?
Yeah. I said, Mr. Williams, I work for one person only, Her Majesty. Now,
Quite right.
I never went back.
Yeah, and
It's funny. Any sign of the ground there is completely gone now. They took away the stand and everything.
What, Sudbury?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's Liverpool for you, isn't it?
Yeah, he sent the boys in after me. Pete and a few mates went in and did it for them. We turned them over.
Quite right.
Maybe I should have explained to Trevor as well. We're a multilingual group. There's Jonathan, who lives just outside Wembley. There's Chris, who lives at Retford. Keith, who lives close to Retford, if not in Retford. Yes? Yep.
Close.
Close.
No,
And there's Colin, who lives somewhere near Peterborough, I think.
Yeah, Chatteris in Cambridgeshire.
But
I come from Retford.
Yeah. And then the rest of us, I think after that, Paul Wildman is the furthest away at Dronfield, and the rest, Dave's at Aston. So we're as I say, we're all over the place.
Can we have subtitles on for next week then, so I can understand?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You only need it for Peter.
Hey, shut up,
Hey, come ahead, lad. Come ahead, lad.
I should have said, even though that Ian is a Scouser, he currently lives in Oxford. So
yeah.
Right.
we're well spread. Sorry, Dave. Back to the news of the week.
We send all the ones who can read to Oxford.
Going to be the next
Nick, all the
Morse.
road signs. We like Dairy Lee. We're all well spread. Carry on.
Chris Silverwood has named a 17-strong party for the Ashes tour. Injuries to Archer and Stoughton have left the squad short of pace, with Mark Wood the only pace option. The first-class counties are now rumoured to be expected to pass the ECB's proposal to play one further conference-style championship season. Finishing positions are to be used for a return to a divisional campaign in 2023. A 2/3 majority is required, with a vote expected by tomorrow. Last bit of cricket, Chairman of the ECB, Ian Watmore, has stood down. So I don't know whether to about that or not.
He was
He's smiling anyway.
He was giving the heave-o.
Stood on. Never mind, stood down, stood on.
Yeah.
Wow, talk about bite off more than you can chew. Wow, wow. He did it with football, now he's done it with cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah, a mess.
Good civil servant, apparently. Which tells you something.
How dare you, Peter?
No, he said he said good civil servant. You were never.
That's fair enough. No, that's true. Unruly. You've read my reports.
Well, keep open. Moving on.
Local or local for some. Football. Sheffield Wednesday were the only local team in action. I put that mildly, apparently, action.
In action was right, yeah.
All right. Beating Mansfield in the EFL Trophy in midweek, they returned to league action on Saturday and beat Bolton by the solitary goal, moving them up to 9th place in Division 1.
Yeah, Dave Redfern, don't you think Kieran Lee were like a Rolls Royce on Saturday?
I didn't see him, John, because I was away this weekend.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah, like a well-oiled engine.
Yeah,
90 minutes of pure joy watching him.
He was a great player when he played for us.
Yeah, definitely. And he still got it. Just a yard slower, but pace was never his thing. He's just a great footballer.
I told the chap who sits inside of me, I says, I should be missing the game on Saturday because I'm going to a diamond wedding. He says, you lucky man.
Well, I mean, I had a text conversation with John. I went to the United ladies match on Saturday.
Yeah, big girls' blouse.
I know. I was asked to work. It was football, but not as you know it, Jim.
You have to dress as an air hostess.
Say what you really think, Keith.
And on the way home, I was listening to Praise and Grumble, and I couldn't get the Wednesdayites were all grumbling, and I'm thinking, hang on a minute, you've won 3 out of your last 4 games, and you're grumbling. What planet are they on? They're in.
Well, because they were absolutely crap. Yeah, winning's important. It's very important. But playing decent football and looking as if you've got some sort of shape and organisation and system is also important. They've a right to criticise. I'm partly with you, Keith, because I'd like to go through the season winning 46 games 1-0 and being boring and get back to where you are. But it was dreadful in that first half. The second half improved because at least they were all action. They battled, and that was to their credit. But the first half was abysmal. Bolton could have been 3 up.
Yeah, but they were.
Can I just ask a serious question to my colleagues at the Wednesday end of the ground? What is the purpose of the big banner on the grounds that says "Thank you, Mr. Chansiri"?
I've not seen it.
What is that? It's massive.
It's
I don't know.
Big, I can't see it with my eyes.
It's huge, apparently, and it says "Thank you, Mr. Chansiri."
It's from
he's put that up himself.
Probably because he's been staying away.
Chansiri.
Because what?
He's probably been staying away from the games.
I think you'll find that. I think you'll find that was sarcasm from last.
Right, do some research and come back to me because I'm intrigued.
Yeah,
Whereabouts in the ground is it, Chris?
I'll have a look at what I read and I'll when I email you, I'll tell you. I don't know.
Printed by United, right?
Yeah, they showed it outside the Leppings Lane end halfway through last season when we weren't doing as well as we are now. And it was pure sarcasm because he was taking them down. He wasn't buying anybody in January. I don't know if it's still there. I haven't seen it this season.
I've seen it.
But,
I can't imagine an owner leaving a sarcastic banner on inside the ground. I can't imagine that.
That's right.
They wouldn't appreciate the sarcasm.
No.
Yeah. He's probably saved it somewhere for when Wednesday get promoted. He'll.
I'm preparing one for our owner, but I haven't finished it yet.
You having problems with your spelling?
Yeah.
Incidentally, the ladies' game that I went to see.
He's obsessed with it. He's obsessed.
Liverpool
when he goes for an early bath.
Liverpool won comfortably.
How many?
2-0.
2-0. But it's almost an entirely different game.
Of course it is. It's like cricket.
Played
It's exactly
correct. Different pace.
That's right.
And, the skills, some of the skills are the same, but it's a different pace game altogether.
I always think the one sport that I think watching the ladies is a different game and really high value is golf. I think some of their swings are just so rhythmical, and timing is half the game in a golf shot. As I think, Dave, you agree, but watching the ladies play, you can see some really cracking golf shots and short.
I'm a big convert to a ladies singles tennis. I think that's a tremendous game. I used to poo-poo it. I used to ignore it, but having seen some of the games live, the timing and the speed of it is tremendous, and it's very good entertainment. I've completely changed my mind.
It's more like when I used to play tennis, not a great level, but
ladies tennis.
I did play competitive tennis, and at the level that we played, the ladies' tennis was more like the tennis that we played, because they weren't hitting the ball as hard, they weren't as quick to dash into the net and slam everything. But
Frankie Durr, do you remember Frankie Durr?
Oh yeah. That serve of hers.
Very good jockey.
I was a good jockey. Was she? I didn't know that. Anything else you want to tell us, Chris?
Anyway, Dave, let's get back to Dave's news of the week. Going for the all-out.
Which week are we on now?
Continue next week. Sheffield FC played Bridlington Town in the second qualifying round of the FA Trophy, drawing 3-3, but lost out on penalties 5-4. Stocksbridge Park Steels also lost in the second round 2-0 to Widnes. We've already mentioned the Sheffield United women and the attendance, but just one thing, it did beat the attendance at the Man City Man U women's match. Which
fancy that.
Yeah. Ice hockey, Sheffield Steelers had a shocker on Saturday, losing 6-4 to the Guildford Flames in front of just over 6,000 again. The following night saw them gain revenge over the Flames as they won 6-3 in Guildford. The defeat on Saturday was the Steelers' first in the regular season. They had just lost a friendly to Nottingham. Sorry, an unfriendly.
No such thing.
No. Rugby Union, Sheffield Tigers had a narrow win over Bourneville by 19 points to 17, which saw them move up to 10th in the National League Second Division North. Basketball, Sheffield Sharks suffered a first ever BBL Cup defeat to Manchester Giants, losing by 85 points to 68. Sunday saw the Sharks take on Cheshire Phoenix, and they lost that one as well by 85 points to... Sorry, just lost everybody, probably as well for me. Beating the Sharks by 85 points to 78, despite the Phoenix being 12 points down at one stage. This was Phoenix's 7th straight win over the Sharks. Speedway, Sheffield Tigers lost to Bellevue in the away leg of the semi-final by 48 points to 42. Sheffield taking the lead on no fewer than 4 occasions throughout the match. And sorry, went down the wrong way. Took the lead on no fewer than 4 occasions throughout seesaw second leg. However, Bellevue went through to the final where they will face Peterborough over 2 legs. For the Tigers, it has been an excellent season in their first ever year in the Premiership. The overall loss was by 16 points over 2 legs, which not bad considering the last time they were at Bellevue, they lost by that in that just one match. Basketball, and this is women's basketball. Forced to withdraw from the league due to the financial impacts of COVID, Sheffield Hatters have rejoined the WBBL Championship and have got off to a tremendous start, winning both their fixtures to date against Durham and Manchester Met. They've also won their 2 cup group games, which has seen them go through to the semi-finals, where they will face London Lions. It's their 60th year, and the Hatters have won more than 1 trophy per year on average in that time. But there you go. That's news of the week.
Well done.
Well done.
Thank you, Dave.
Well done.
You need some stamina to deliver that, Dave. Oh, he's had enough.
He's had enough.
Stormed off.
He's going for some, you're going for some tablets. Keith,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm doing it now. I've done my regular trawling of sports films for the coming week. It's pretty loose. It's pretty, not very sparkling. Has anyone seen the Big Lebowski?
Yeah.
With Jeff Bridges. Is that about 10-pin bowling?
That shows how much attention I paid. I couldn't tell
Okay,
you.
well, I think it's grounded on 10-pin bowling in America. If I said to you that's probably the most exciting sports film at the moment this coming week, the others being Escape to Victory.
Again.
Of course.
And Rocky 5. So, but if anyone's interested in the Jeff Bridges film, it's on Sky Comedy Channel, 9 o'clock on Wednesday, tomorrow.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot there.
Yeah. Great actor, Jeff Bridges.
Sorry, very good. And the only other thing, Keith, is a bit of extra news, just keeping the group informed that the autobiography of Tony Curry, which is called Imperfect 10, is now available for online ordering. And Tony is looking at launching this book at Bramall Lane. The date of that has not been announced, but the official launch of that book will be at the Lane, and people like myself have already got an online ordering. So just to let you know, it's happening.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
right, Chris. Did you say that Wednesday on the Sky Comedy Channel?
Well, is that a suggestion or a question?
I just thought that's how you said it. Sorry.
Yeah.
No. There was no intention of me to make any comment about a football team.
I'm regretting resisting my temptation to ask if Tony Curry's autobiography was written in crayon.
Well, I find that fairly insulting. No, it wasn't.
Exactly, which is why I didn't say it, Chris, in respect for you.
No, I understand that, John. I understand that totally.
Comment about Wednesday. I'm sorry, I had to retaliate.
Chris,
Just a clarification.
don't take offence. If it was in Crane, it was because he was waxing lyrical.
Oh, dear me.
Waxing lyrical, very
Listen, it's only taken 5 years to get to this point, so I hope it's better than Crayon. That's all I can say. But all the reviews are very complimentary. It's a warts and all thing. It's not just how good I am. It's about what happened and what went wrong and why am I in Sheffield, and it's apparently very well written by a man called Andy Pack, who's worked with Tony.
You can say about Terry Curran's, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a dreadful autobiography.
Well, a lot of them are. A lot of them are what I did, why I did it, and how good I am. Apparently, this book is not like that.
Right.
Good.
I've ripped the chapter. I'm ripping the chapter out about dirty Leeds, but apart from that, I shall look forward to reading it with great anticipation.
Do you get any royalties?
I'm hoping so. Hoping I've got a few free books out of this advert, but no, I buy my own, and I'm not on anything.
Well, you're going global this afternoon, mate. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Mate.
For those of you of interest, my telephone number is at the bottom of the screen.
One of those 0900 numbers, is it?
Yeah, I just want everyone to know about the launch. That's all.
Okay.
Great player.
A couple of other things that I forgot to mention for Trevor's benefit in particular. Jonathan, who lives at Wembley, is actually a Coventry City supporter.
Right, I got that.
And he's also an author. So,
yes, he is.
And to show how multi-talented this group is, he's also a musician as well of some renown. So
that shows how multi-talented he is, not the group, mate.
no, it's the group.
What you've got, Trevor, is a Coventry City supporter, rare, who can write, unique, who goes busking for extra cash.
Who's on the fiddle?
Fantastic. I knew I was in a renowned group, but not so privileged as I am.
So just to mention one other thing, I put it in the email about the Christmas do.
Oh, yes, indeed. I'm very interested in that.
Yeah, now it has been tradition for the last few years that the group that used to meet at Crystal Peaks Library and at Manor Library, we met for a Christmas lunch. And I've booked it for the 22nd, Wednesday, the 22nd of December at the Fairway Pub. As normal, it's just in the conservatory. You come and get your corvée as normal. You pay on the day, and that's it really. So if anyone wants to come along, at some stage, you'll need to let me know. And you can bring your wife, partner, girlfriend, or all
boyfriend,
or anybody else's.
Yeah. So, I realise the guys.
All of the binary people.
Yeah, I mean, I realise the guys at Coventry and the like might not be able to get here. But Chris, Retford's not that far. Keith, Retford's not that far. And it's going to be on a Wednesday. Now, at the moment, the Wednesday group are meeting at Bayton in the Lifestyle Centre. So you could make a day of it. You could have come and see us in the morning and go for a cup of coffee and that.
The Wills Your Lobster.
House and investigate our loft. And we all go to the Fairway. So that's the advert. Christmas lunch, Wednesday the 22nd of December.
Excellent.
It's very good value, I can assure you.
It is. It's great.
And Mick might do a Bulgarian quiz.
Yes. Now, the other thing is, in a couple of weeks' time, the meeting's going to start half an hour than it normally does. We started at 10, and then the next one at 10:45. The reason being is that John, Jenny, Sue, and myself are going to the Fairway to see a tribute act. And on this occasion, it's Doris Day and Elvis Presley.
Oh yeah.
Now, I did ask the lady who took the booking whether it was the same person doing both. I was assured it was two different people that were doing it, but that remains to be seen.
Doris
So
Presley.
Keith, that's the 26th, is it? It's going to be
No, 22nd.
22nd.
No.
Yeah.
No, the
26th.
Zoom meeting.
26th.
Oh, the early meeting.
Yeah.
Next week.
No, it's in 2 weeks' time.
26th.
26th, yes. But I will put it on the email, and I'll put a big warning on saying it's going to be a 10 o'clock start on that morning. It's just so that John and myself have got time to get up to the venue after the meeting. I hope you don't mind.
No.
Hope you don't mind.
What time does it start, Keith? 12?
It's 12, but apparently the doors open at 11:30. So.
Because I've got something else and I'll have to rearrange it.
I can't join you next week, I'm afraid, Keith. Sorry, I'm at Centre Parks with my little granddaughter and so on.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah. Have a good time.
Enjoy.
Which one, Paul?
Not the Nottingham one.
All right.
Shelby Forest. Yeah.
Yeah. The original, the best.
The original and best,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Not that I've been to the others.
You don't need
Dave
to.
has. Dave Redfern has.
Ireland's Ireland's a beautiful one.
Is it?
Yeah.
So that's just about it for this week. We're less than a minute.
Yeah, good to see you, Trevor.
Good to see you, Trevor.
Yeah, well,
My apologies
I'll
about
see you in
Tony Curry,
future.
Chris. Remember, I was only retaliating.
And I didn't mean it about Wednesday either, John.
You never do. You never do. Yeah.
It's a
I can
confessional.
see the sincerity in your eyes.
And
You get womble.
All apologies accepted.
we'll see.
We'll get
we'll
you when
see.
the library starts opening again.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
No. We'll see you all next week.
see you next week.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.